All praises, honor, and glory be to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahushua. Shalom, family. This is your brother, Prince Malachi, Sons of Jacob Tulsa. We back in the book of Proverbs. So without further ado, we're going to get right off into it. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and apply thine heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. So essentially what it's teaching that it is that if you diligently seek after wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, if you ask the Most High for it, then he will give it to you. And you got to understand that it is the Most High's gift to give to you. You can't go out there seeking wisdom, knowledge, and understanding without the help of the Most High. You're not going to get it that way. It's the Most High's gift to give unto you. And I like verse 4 in particular. It say, if thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hid treasures. So you gotta be on wisdom's trail. You gotta esteem wisdom above gold, man. You gotta esteem wisdom above riches, man. You gotta look at wisdom as if it's more valuable than money, because it is. See what I'm saying? Let's see. Proverbs 3:15. She is more. Let me get verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. So it's better to get wisdom than fine gold. You gotta understand that wisdom is the most valuable treasure that a man can have. It says she is more precious than rubies, and all the things that thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. I ain't gonna go too deep in Proverbs 3. Gonna get there. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna get there though. But you gotta understand that wisdom is more valuable than money. But yeah, if you seek after wisdom, the Lord will give her unto you, man. Let's get this. The book of James, chapter 1 and verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. So if you lack in wisdom, it's as simple as asking the Most High to grant you a wisdom. Of course, you got to put in the work to get wisdom. You got to be in the scriptures. You got to be applying your mind to understanding the scriptures. It's not just about reading 1,000 chapters a day. Understand. Ask for the Most High to give it unto you. And when you ask the Most High, ask him in faith. Don't doubt. Don't be double-minded. Don't be thinking like you want to get wisdom, but you thinking like, nah, I don't really need to get wisdom. That's foolishness. Yes, you do. All men need to get wisdom. Women need to get wisdom. Children need to get wisdom. This is what we have to get wisdom. Don't be thinking such a foolish thought. I don't care who you are. You think, I just need to be a reader. Brother, you need to get wisdom. You be a reader, but get wisdom. I don't know what. Bro, get wisdom. Yes, you do need wisdom. Don't second guess this thing. That's what I'm talking about. Don't be double-minded when you come and ask the Lord for wisdom. Don't be playing around. You get wisdom, take it serious. And understand, when you ask for wisdom, you are going to go through some things that are going to cause you to become wise. You're not just going to wake up and you're magically the wisest guy in all the land. That's not even the Lord can increase your spirit to a certain extent, but you still have to go through wisdom. You still have to meditate, and things will unlock for you, so to speak. Even King Solomon, he was out here living life. He was out here searching things out, right, through wisdom. It's not like King Solomon just was out here doing magic tricks and I don't know, like a genie or something, or like not a Rubik's Cube, but what's the thing? It tell you the answers. It's not spooky like that. It's spiritual. It's realistic. It's real life. You gotta learn. You gotta learn wisdom. It's gonna take time and experience, right? It's gonna take, things is gonna happen. You ask the Lord for wisdom, but don't be double-minded. When you start to get wisdom, when things happen, don't quit. Don't give up on wisdom. Don't say, I don't want to be a wise man no more. You got to go through these things regardless, man. Get wisdom. Get understanding, right? It's necessary. It's good for you. It's good for your health, your mental health. It's good for you. It's going to make you beloved of the Most High. Get wisdom. But Salaki, you got long-winded. But yeah, man, all you got to do is ask. All you got to do is ask, man. But let's look at this. 1 Kings 3. Boom. The book of 1 Kings chapter 3 and verse 3. And Solomon loved the Lord, walking in the statutes of David. If you don't know about King Solomon, you may be new here. Let me not be hasty. Let me not assume. King Solomon was a king over Israel. He was king over the land of Israel, right? One of our mighty forefathers. Also known as the wisest man to ever live. So pay attention. And Solomon loved the Lord, walking in the statutes of David his father. Only he sacrificed and burnt incense in high places. And the king went to Gibeon to sacrifice there. And that was a great high place. 1,000 burnt offerings did Solomon offer upon that altar. In Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night. So Yahweh appeared to Solomon in a dream by night. Understand what's going on. And God said, ask what I shall give thee. So the Lord is telling you, he pulling up on Solomon, essentially telling him, hey, whatever you ask, I'm finna give it to you. And Solomon said, thou hast showed unto thy servant David, my father, great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth, and in righteousness, and in uprightness of heart with thee. And thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne as it is this day. And now, O Yahweh my God, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father. And I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in. So David, like, man, I'm the king. I don't even know what I'm doing for real. Like, I'm a little child, right? And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for multitude. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people? Did y'all hear what King Solomon asked for? This is very noble. This is love thy neighbor as thyself. This is love for the people. He had an opportunity from the Most High God to ask for anything. And he said, give me an understanding heart so I can judge your people. Because King Solomon cared about his brother. He wanted to be a good ruler over his brethren. He didn't want to be a foolish king. All right, let's go, man. He said, and the speech pleased the Lord. Did y'all hear that? The spirit King Solomon was moving in right here pleased the Lord. It says, and the speech pleased the Lord, that Solomon had asked this thing. See, the Lord takes delight in men who seek wisdom. The Lord loves men who desire wisdom and seek it and walk in wisdom. It said, and God said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked riches for thyself, nor hast asked the life of thine enemies, but hast asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days. And if thou, let me highlight that. I don't even like how that's not highlighted. And if thou wilt walk with, Salakia, if thou wilt walk in my ways to keep my statutes and my commandments, as thy father David did walk, then I will lengthen thy days. So the Most High blessed Solomon. He was pleased with what Solomon asked for. So he gave him wisdom. He gave him an understanding heart. He gave him the ability to judge righteously and discern matters. Right? It says, and because he asked for these things, because he asked for wisdom instead of the riches, instead of for the life of his enemies, instead of a long life, the Most High blessed him with riches and honor. The Most High blessed him with things he didn't ask for. It's a lot of beautiful things that come with wisdom, man. It's a lot of beautiful benefits that come with wisdom when you serve the Lord in the spirit and truth, and you walk in the fear of the Lord. It's a lot of beautiful blessings that come along with that. Right? Let's continue. Let's go back to Proverbs. But I just wanted to use that to show you an example of when one of our righteous forefathers asked for wisdom. When he asked for wisdom and the Most High gave it to him. Right? And I went to James to show you, that's what you should do. And King Solomon is the author of Proverbs. So, look how everything come full circle. Let's see. Verse 7. It says, hold on. It says, verse 7, he layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. If you don't know what a buckler means, a buckler is like unto a shield, right? So for the righteous, he got wisdom stored up. He got wisdom stored up for you. It says, he keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. So if you walking accordingly, you walking in the fear of the Lord will preserve your way. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. You're going to understand what it is to be righteous, to walk uprightly before the Most High. You're going to understand judgment. You're going to understand equity or fairness, so to speak. You're going to understand right from wrong. You're going to understand every good path. The scripture said, wise man heart discerneth both time and judgment. You're going to know what to do when. So like you're going to know what to do and when to do it. You're going to know what not to do, so to speak. You're going to grow in wisdom. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee. Right? So when you understand how sweet it is to get wisdom, how beautiful and pleasant it is to grow in wisdom, when you understand that, not just read it on the page, when it starts hitting you, when it starts internalizing, right? It's not all about cutting the heathen, man. That don't make you righteous before the Most High. It's depth to the scriptures, bro. It's depth to the laws of the Most High. That's why we have books like Sirach, Proverbs. These things help give us insight on how to walk godly, how to walk according to wisdom, how to love your brother on the next level, how to love your sister on the next level. The laws is what's the word? The laws is the foundation. You got wisdom that sprung up from this thing. You gotta get wisdom. right? Take it from King Solomon. He says discretion shall preserve. So when you understand how pleasant it is to get wisdom, and it say discretion shall preserve thee and understanding shall keep thee. Notice how it keeps talking about when you get wisdom, you're going to be protected in a certain sense. He using all of these metaphors and these similitudes to say when you get wisdom, you're going to be protected. How are you going to be protected? Because you're not going to do foolish things. You're going to make wise decisions. You're not going to be stepping on grace. You're not going to be falling out of line as much. You're going to be right on center. You're going to be right on point. You're going to be sharp. You're going to be prudent. You're going to foresee the evil and remove yourself. You're going to be walking in the light. You're not going to be stumbling in the darkness, man. How can I say? But the reason why he speak about wisdom this way is because wisdom is a defense. Wisdom protects you. Let me keep reading. It says, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh froward things, who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the wicked, whose ways are crooked and they froward in their paths. So there's certain men that wisdom will teach you to avoid, right? He's breaking it down right here. Avoid men who speak froward things. You know what I mean? Who are perverse in their thinking, whose ways are not according to the ways of the Most High. You got men who see good and they despise it because wisdom and righteousness is an abomination to the wicked. It's men who look at us and they think we stupid. They see us following God's commandments and they think we're idiots. They look down on us. Like hey, one guy told us when we was at camp, we was out there teaching the word, trying to bring back the lost sheep. We were just trying to call the brother over. We was being polite, cordial with the brother. We just wanted to come over and talk. This brother told us, hey man, y'all niggas need to go get some money, man. Y'all need to go get some money, man. Like, you see how he just spoke to us? Then the brother hopped in I don't know, he had some type of Charger or Challenger. He was corny, man. He had on like a green outfit. He went in the store and bought a green drink to match the out. Like, brother, you're lame, brother. You basing your life off a social media post, bro. You basing your life off the what it looked like to man. We want to look clean before the most high. We want our garment to be spotless before the Most High. Because a Hellcat ain't gonna save you in the day of judgment. Your outfit matching your drink and matching your shoes and matching your car ain't gonna save you in the day of judgment. The Lord is not gonna say, well, let me see. I mean, I know he was wicked as hell and he didn't do none of my commandments and he didn't care nothing what I had to say. But let me see what's in his bank account. If his bank account got enough money in it, he can make it, y'all. No. You're going to be destroyed with your bank account, man. Along with America, Babylon the whore. Excuse my language. Let me keep reading. But you got to stay away from men like that who got that perverse mindset, who esteem the things of the world more than the things of God. That's perverse. That's wicked. That's crooked. That's foolish. Avoid these men. This is what wisdom is here to deliver you from. Take heed to these instructions. Who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness. If you got men who would rather, instead of serving the Most High, walking uprightly, they would rather go serve Satan and do the things of the world, and they want to walk in the path of darkness, avoid them. It says, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the wicked. If they take pleasure in those kind of people, right? If they rejoice to do evil, if they happy to do evil, avoid these people, man. Avoid these kind of men. It says to deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flattereth with her words. So you got women that you want to avoid, King. You got sis, you want to avoid these kind of women too. A strange woman in the context of the scriptures, this is going into a woman that an adulterous woman. A strange woman is going into an adulterous woman. It means to turn aside. To turn aside. What is she turning aside from? She's turning aside from her husband. She's turning aside from the laws of the Most High, right? It says, which forsaketh the God of her youth and forgetteth the covenant of her God. Well, hold on. I'm moving too fast. Let's look at some of the characteristics of this strange woman. It speaks about this strange woman all throughout Proverbs, but let's talk about it. The strange woman is being introduced. It says, the stranger which flattereth with her words. This adulterous woman, she flattereth with her words. She may tell you everything you might want to hear in the moment, just to get you to commit adultery, brother. It's a demon that's on this woman, and once that demon gets you to go off, it doesn't even matter after that. You're not gonna be able to, oh, but she lied to me, but no, she made it sound so good, but no, brother, it's gonna be too late. You should have done your due diligence before you had sex with this woman, man. You're not gonna be able to amend this. You're not gonna be able to fix this after you had sex with her already. You done committed adultery. It don't matter what she told you. You're a man. You should have used discernment. Don't catch yourself in this situation where you done laid down with a woman and afterwards you find out it's adultery. Don't commit adultery, period. You need to be going above and beyond and not commit no adultery, brother. Adultery will get you put to death and destroyed in Babylon. Don't be doing that, bro. Don't matter what she say, how good she paint the picture, brother. You got to do your due diligence, right? But now we understand. Now we're being introduced to the strange woman. That's what she does. Verse 18: for her house inclineth unto death, and her paths unto the dead. None that go unto her return again, neither take they hold of the paths of life, that thou mayest walk in the way of good men, and keep the paths of the righteous. So it say about this woman, and when you go to the adulterous woman, when you go to the strange woman, her house inclineth unto death. The end of y'all little excursion, y'all little fling, whatever the case may be, the end of it is death. It's death for you, death for that woman. It's death, man. She's a slayer of men. She's a slayer of souls. She done did, you think you the first guy she done did this to you to? And take heed, brother. It's cues you want to watch out for. I'm not trying to spoil it, but we gonna see in the rest of the book of Proverbs how this woman behaves, what kind of behavior she shows, what kind of actions that you need to be looking out for. Red flags, so to speak. That's what it's called nowadays. What kind of red flags you should be on the lookout for to avoid an adulterous or promiscuous woman. We're going to get off into all of that. Just stay tuned, right? If it be the Lord's will. Let me go and knock the rest out. It said that thou mayest walk in the way of good men and keep the paths of the righteous. So when you hearken unto wisdom, when you listen to wisdom, and you're going to walk in the way of good men, you're going to be like our mighty forefathers and foremothers. You're going to be holy unto your God. You're going to be a good example unto the young generation coming up underneath you, man. That's if you hearken to wisdom. It say, for the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. If you don't hearken to wisdom, you will be destroyed. You're going to end up places in life that you don't want to be if you do not hearken to wisdom. So this is the fight. This is the what's the word? This is the condition of the battle. You gotta be wise. You gotta use wisdom. You gotta build up your mind to operate in the ways of wisdom. It's unusual, it's uncomfortable at times because we come from the world where wisdom, we don't really gotta deal with that. We kind of just do whatever pleases the flesh. But we gotta bow down to wisdom now. We got to yield ourselves unto wisdom now. If not, you're going to be destroyed. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. It's been your brother Prince Malachi, SONSOFJACOBTULSA. I'm going to end off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem HaMashiach, Yahweh Shah, Shalom.